Hey everybody, this is Horrific, and this is the Expanse of Telltale series. Now, I know I said that we'd finish this series, but there's actually a DLC. So we're going to have one more episode playing through Archangel, which is the DLC where you play as Christian Avasarala. So let's go.
And in politics, the Secretary General and other high-ranking UN administrators are on Luna for a security summit. We await the official briefing later tonight. Deputy Undersecretary Christian Avasarala has been sequestered to an undisclosed Earth location for emergency government operations.
Archangel is arriving. Stand by for resume post. Ma'am, if you need anything at all, you can use it.
Wow. That was rude.
So this is the Secretary General's hideaway. Not bad for a coffin. Nishan, where the fuck are you?
Good morning, Madam Deputy Undersecretary. How was your trip in?
You mean my descent?
Why does her
I'm
head
being
look so
guarded
big?
like a fucking war prisoner. What do you think?
Was it another assassination plot?
Could be any damn thing. With everyone on Luna for the summit, I am suddenly the highest ranked official on the planet.
Congratulations.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. I was the only one expendable enough to remain on Earth. Where is your voice coming from, anyway? I don't see a comms link. What in the flying fuck?
Apologies for the dramatic reveal. I know how you dislike me pinging your terminal all day. This seemed to be a workable solution. I also took the liberty of having security bring down some of your personal items.
Jesus. How long do you think I'll be down here? Okay, messages.
And Admiral Krusco has sent an urgent message about a situation near Juno. And Undersecretary Mendez is still hounding you about the reorganization plan.
That's all?
No, there's also a message from Callisto.
Are you sure?
The Callisto
Yes,
Protocol?
It reached your receiver about 45 minutes ago. I forwarded it to your hand terminal.
Okay, go back to your dock. Let me get to work.
Okay, so I guess we're just gonna look around. Touch that. Hand terminal, computer. Oh, we got a puzzle. How do we... Right. Can we slide that one? Move piece. Right, I see. Move piece. Move piece. I'm not very good at puzzles. What are we even getting out of this? I don't really know. Can these ones down below move? No, they can't. I think we fudged it. Let's try one more time. This looks promising. There we go. What's that?
I leave this here until I know what it opens.
Okay. So maybe we're just like a little bit ahead of the game with that. Examine? Shanapol?
Hi, Mom. It's me. They lifted the comms embargo, and I wanted to say hey. Haven't heard from you in a few days, and, well, I'm worried. You took the news about Marie badly. She's not what you think she is. She's not a terrorist. She's fighting for justice for ordinary people who were caught in the crossfire. I know you say I distract myself from what's important, but, well, this is important. She is. To me. Anyway, I love you, and I miss you. Keep me in your prayers, and talk soon.
Stupid boy. This is no time for romance.
Wow, that was savage.
Sweet child, the United Nations did not send you all the way across the solar system to get laid. We love to hear from you, but I expect updates on your health and safety, not on your damn love life. Listen to me, because I won't say it again.
Forget the girl.
You must forget Marie, whoever the hell she is. You have a job to do, and your mind must be free from all distraction. Focus on your mission, and you will be back with us soon. Now, go. I'm sure there is something more important you should be doing. And be safe, my sweet boy. Make us proud.
Okay.
Not the message I was expecting. But since when did Charlotte do anything I expected?
Okay. Undersecretary Jeffrey Mendez. ROL and Security, UNN, SOF, Kingston, New York, Earth. Contact.
Christian, I hear you're working out of the bunker today. Is it as ostentatious as everyone says?
Only thing missing is a chandelier. I hear you were looking for me.
Ah, yes. Listen, your role as Undersecretary of Peace Operations is invaluable, of course.
And yet?
And yet, the Belter threat calls for greater scrutiny. It should be the work of a committee, one that I'm shocked hasn't formed earlier. Anyway, the Security Council is planning a vote on the issue.
What issue? The issue of whether to strip me of my powers and throw the belt into chaos?
I know big changes can be challenging, especially when you've been in the UN for so long. But this is a move to protect our people.
This is a mistake.
The belt is on the verge of collapse, and you want to appoint a bunch of people who have no experience there. Explain how that protects anyone.
We'll assemble the best team we can. Any transition invites some amount of instability. But, listen, maintaining peace in the belt is more than one person can accomplish. Everyone is finally acknowledging all the work you do.
By taking my job?
Oh, don't think of it that way. If you excuse me, I've got another call. Always a pleasure.
Well, Jeff's a bit of a douchebag, isn't he? Can I do anything else here? Oh, there we go. Carmen Crusco, United Nations Naval Fleet Command, UNN, Josie Wales, Jupiter Fleet.
Under Secretary Avasarala, with Fleet Admiral Holt indisposed on Luna, we've been instructed to defer to you for matters of lawful jurisdiction. At 1800 hours, the MCRN battleship Ramses II entered Juno moonspace. We have hailed the Ramses II 3 times, and we are now within our rights to seize the vessel. However, I've been ordered to seek your go-ahead on all matters in the belt, regardless of urgency or severity. Seeing as you are a civilian administrator, I urge you to trust your military officers to make the right decisions. I eagerly await your response, but I must warn you, if we do not receive orders soon, we will be forced to engage. Admiral Krusko, out.
Civilian administrator, my ass. Brass prick. This Krusko seems damn sure of himself. That makes me even less confident of his assessment. I better look into it myself before responding.
Okay, so how do we look into it? Gather intel on the star map. Can we open that? Nope.
Once I've finished my work, this will serve. So this is where our discretionary funds have gone. To feather an underground nest.
Okay. So the belt is where this is going on. So let's zoom in. Ramses II, ship data. MCRN, Ramses II, Dollinger class battleship. That's a big, scary battleship. 500 meters long, 250,000 tons, dry weight. Jovian system. Yeah. Okay. Intelligence reports.
Based on the velocity, the Ramses doesn't appear to be any immediate threat to Juno.
All the more reason to keep assessing and avoid making a mistake, right?
Yeah, I guess. Settlement data. Juno Colony, MCRN, UNN joint demilitarization zone. Okay. So it's a joint operation. So, if they're heading there.
Martians are brash. But a move like this requires serious balls. I don't like it.
Why would they enter a heavily guarded demilitarized zone with a single warship? It doesn't add up.
UNN intelligence has detected an anomalous MCRN warship on a projectile flight path with Juno orbit. The vessel's position has been logged and verified by Juno Flight Security, the UNN Jupiter Fleet Command operations on Ganymede, and the UNN Josie Wales in orbit around Juno. Early data mining has identified the warship as MCRN Ramsey II, a 2040 make Dollinger class battleship that was previously stationed near Io. Its mission is unknown. UNN Jupiter Fleet Command recommends a threat level assessment escalating to orange, require consultation with members of the UNN Secretariat.
Interesting. There have been no transmissions between the Martians on Juno and the Ramses II.
Okay.
So it's either a rogue ship or meant to look like one.
So a comprehensive report issued by UNN Intelligence Division warns of a spike in encrypted MCRN transmissions operating on the surface of Juno. Majority of these messages are being sent to military installation on Mars, 68%, but the remainder are destined for nearer locations such as Callisto, Ganymede, and Io. The final 9% is split along MCRN ships within the Jovian system. This spike constitutes a 300% jump in encrypted traffic in the last 48 hours. Currently, there is no evidence connecting the uptick in transmissions to the appearance of the MCRN Ramses II in Juno orbit, but the coincidence cannot be ignored. Intelligence officials are still trying to determine the purpose behind the warship's sudden appearance. Okay.
A known opiate terrorist meeting with Martian agents. This could be interesting.
So, UN authorities on Vesta had issued a red notice for Gwyn Caldera, known lieutenant on the Voltaire Collective, a radical faction of the Outer Planets Alliance. Caldera spotted in the Vesta station meeting with operatives of the MCRN Covert Operations Division. Distinguishing marks and description. Okay. Maybe that will come in handy. So Caldera, Quill Isaac, male, 26, and Cledius. Distinguished mark, OPA with tattoos on forearms, eye augmentation, different colours. Terrorism, murder, blackmail. Right. That's Tycho. I mean, I don't think anything else is particularly relevant right now. Let's check in with matey. Where is he?
Tell me about that shit-eating admiral.
I have his file here, but something is off. Gaps in command, sealed records.
He's well connected.
So Cusco has powerful friends who like to cover up his mistakes. No wonder he's not afraid of me.
Let me do some digging. It might be nothing, but it couldn't hurt.
I'm going to need everything you have on Mendez.
Frankly, he's a pretty open book. Son of diplomats, top of his class at the UNS, spotless record.
I know his type.
He may be young and shiny, but I have seen his kind before. Small dicks, big ambitions.
Massive ambitions, if he's facing off against you.
I have something special for you to work on.
Of course. What do you need?
My son is in contact with a girl on Ganymede. Maria Sparrow.
Is she a UN official? A Martian diplomat?
She's a Belter activist.
Oh.
I know the basics. Enough for me to wholeheartedly disapprove of her. But this girl could be using my son for his UNN access. Or trying to recruit him.
I see, Madam Undersecretary. I'll make the appropriate inquiries.
Okay. Should we play chess while we wait? I don't know. I'm not very good at chess, by the way. So,
Good morning, my love. You look absolutely ravishing. It's true I cannot see you, but I've learned that it's safer to assume. If I was with you, I wouldn't be able to stop from sweeping you into my arms and carrying you away. But alas, I'm not, and will have to settle for your bishop. Your move, darling.
My dear Arjun. Have you learned nothing? I'm always playing a different game than you expect. Ask your king what I mean. I would much rather play a very different game. Sadly, I have been locked in a bunker by some idiot bureaucrats. But when I return home, you should block out your schedule.
oi oi. Meditate. That painting in the background is awful. Silent meditation. Alright, we good? Cool. Now we're ready to record a message, apparently. So, that's it. I'm not sure. Let's view the message again.
Undersecretary Avasarala. With Fleet Admiral Hold indisposed on Luna, we've been instructed to defer to you for matters of lawful jurisdiction. At 1800 hours, the MCRN battleship Ramses II entered Juno moonspace. We have hailed the Ramses II 3 times, and we are now within our rights to seize the vessel. However, I've been ordered to seek your go-ahead on all...
So do they seize the vessel? That is the question. I mean, it could escalate problems with MCRN. They could be on a covert mission. But also we need to police our own space. So I think perhaps, yes, they should.
Admiral Krusko. The Jupiter fleet is under your command, and I have no intention of disputing your authority. However, I have reviewed the logs for the Ramses II, and I see no direct threat to Juno Station or the Jupiter fleet. Whatever the Martians are doing with that ship, it remains a mystery. One I intend to solve.
Alright, I guess that's that then.
Am I ready to unwind?
Yeah. Why is it called fix a drink? No, you don't fix a drink, you'd make one, wouldn't you?
Mars, Earth, the Belt. Your own damn children. It's all too much to control.
Oh. I had a feeling they weren't real windows.
Shit.
Madam Deputy Undersecretary, I received a new update from the Director of Operations. Stand by.
The time window for restoration of services has been extended indefinitely. Thank you.
Does the Director of Operations happen to report to Undersecretary Mendez?
Yes, D.O. Tanaka is a direct report.
This is no accident. Mendez is trying to block me out of the vault.
Forgive me, Madam Deputy, but isn't that a little paranoid?
Just cautious.
You'd be paranoid too, if you got fucked over as much as I do.
Whatever's causing it, we won't get much done without power.
You underestimate me, Nishan. My electrical engineering degree wasn't just for show. Word of this gets out, I'll have your testicles as paperweights.
Wow.
Understood, Madam Deputy Undersecretary.
I learned a few things besides networking at Kano Polytech. Let's hope I remember them.
Okay, so connect right or connect down. I think connect right. Yeah. Then down. Then right. I think right again. And yeah, again. Then down. Left. Down. Left. Up. That's it, right? Yeah, easy. Can't lock me out of a boat.
Well done, Madam Undersecretary.
What can I say? I live to impress you, Nishan. We have power again, but it's limited. Any news from the outside world?
The Security Council vote will proceed as planned, but you are scheduled to address the delegates first. The Ramses 2 is still off course near Juno, and the intervention window is closing.
Okay.
You've received another message from Admiral Krusko, and you should be able to contact him again.
That won't mean shit if I can't make him listen. Did you find any dirt on him?
I'm afraid not. Of course, if the Secretary General weren't indisposed, he might share whatever unsealed files he might have.
He's safe. I like this dark side of you, Nishan.
I learned from the best, Madam Undersecretary.
My darling, while I would gladly carve up my schedule for you, it sounds like you might not be home anytime soon. I'm not surprised that foolish men think that they can control you, and I pity them greatly. I just heard from Shanapal. All things considered, he's faring well. I credit your fighting spirit, which I trust won't be too wounded by the loss of this pawn.
I don't know why this keeps happening. I apologise, guys.
Faring well. Have you heard what your son is doing on Callisto? Foolish little shit. Falling in love with some belter. I blame you for this ridiculous sentimentality.
Wow, that's not very nice.
All the time we spent raising him. And what does he do? Falls in love on a rock in the middle of space. Talk to him, Arjun. If you can't change his mind, no one can.
Okay. Let's check the safe. And we've already got a key, right?
Need to find the key.
Yeah, I get
Knowing
it.
the Secretary General, he's hidden somewhere that makes him feel clever.
Okay, a puzzle box. Like tearing this office apart.
Go back to your base and face the wall. It's called plausible deniability, for fuck's sake.
Deniability of what?
Good drone.
Okay, deep cover agents. Location Mars, Defense Minister, Kuvoff's household staff. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to be anything. Latest report, Defense Minister has 2 mistresses and listens to Belt a punk while exercising. Long-term implications, none. Short-term implications, revisit options for assigning an agent to Prime Minister's staff. Another agent, MCRN, considers all joint UN, MCR, protectorates, planets and settlements as their rightful jurisdiction. Long-term implications, none. Short-term, revisit options for assigning. Yeah. One in Star Helix, increased local Griega presence on the dock. Star Helix is reporting fewer arrests than last quarter. Possible bribes. Okay. Crusoe file. Ensign Crusoe was seen in the Dashiri lounge in the UN headquarters. He was in the company of 2 women who had not been properly screened upon entrance and found in possession of several grams of pixie dust. Records sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Crusoe. 10 days suspension of duty. Lieutenant Crusoe failed a routine drug test. Records sealed upon the request of the captain. Commander Crusoe was seen in the distinguished Hyacinth lounge on Ceres in the company of 3 women. Overheard loudly discussing his previous mission. Records sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Crusoe. 10 days suspension of duty. Vice Admiral Crusoe was involved in an unsanctioned skirmish with a Belter rock hopper that flew into UNN airspace. Records sealed. Right. So he's nepotism, maybe? What's this? Top secret protocols in the event full-scale military engagement with Mars. Contains Martian military analysis scenario, Martian first strike. Okay.
It's almost optimistic to think we could fuck up this planet more than we already have.
I mean, that's just page 1 of...
If we were wasting our time planning for alien contact, at least we are being honest about it.
Step 1, find God. Step 2, verify the accuracy of the proof. The extrasolar life forms rule out possibility of Martian interference or counter-espionage. Okay, I mean, never happened, would it? Okay, we're told to meditate again. A lot of meditation going on. Maybe it helps her decide what to do. I'm not sure. We'll go for silent meditation and we'll leave. We don't need to see that, really, do we? Like, it's just a long prolate, like, drawn out cutscene, really. Alright, dude, we got dirt on you. Do not engage. He's going to insist on engaging, I think. Let's have a look at this. Is this new? No. Mum, I probably don't need to tell you why I'm writing. After everything the two of you have been through, you're giving him hell over a girl. Really? For a diplomat, you certainly know how to burn your bridges. Shah's in a bad place, so you need to go easy. We've been messaging since the deployment as far back as Luna, and he's been hurting that whole time. Not that he'd ever let you see that. I've met this new girlfriend, Maria. She's not what you think. Sharp as a razor and doesn't take shit from anybody. You'd probably like her if you weren't already convinced you never will. Be a good mother and lay off the guy. Oh, and swing by sometime. Your grandchildren want to see you, and they're the ones in charge. Love, Ash. Okay. Oh, can we reply to that? No, we can't.
Hi, Mom. It's me again. 2 messages in one day. Must be a new record, right?
Oh, I didn't mean to play
So,
this.
we're gearing up for a mission. I don't know where yet. I never do, but
Oh, it's a new
I wanted
message.
to reach out. I don't care what you say. I'm not breaking things off with Marie. It's my decision. Just because you think you control the system doesn't mean you control me. Remember when you forced me to enlist and I didn't talk to you for 6 months? I don't want this to be like that. Call me back when you get a chance. I'd love to hear from you before we deploy.
Okay. Select reply.
Sweet boy, you must stay safe and return to us soon. You have an important job to do, and I trust you to do it well. However,
It's your
I
life.
may have spoken too harshly about your infatuation with this Marie. She cannot be all bad if you like her. But keep your head in the here and now. The belt is a dangerous place, and you can never let your guard down. In that way, it's like politics. I love you desperately, and I pray I will see your face again soon. Semper Fi, my sweet boy.
Okay. I feel like if your husband and your daughter are telling you like to lay off him, you should probably lay off him, right? Okay. Crusoe. View message.
Undersecretary, this is Admiral Cruzco. I'm afraid the situation near Juno has reached its inflection point. The Martians are now openly flouting system law, and this act cannot go unanswered. I understand your desire for caution in your temporary position, but that is no excuse for indecision. No orders have been issued, but I cannot guarantee the obedience of my captains. They understand that lives are at stake, and they are only human. I implore you to transmit orders as soon as possible. Cruzco, signing off.
This asshole won't respect me unless I make him.
Okay, we'll send a reply and we'll mention that he's covering for his son a lot, which I think is what it is.
Admiral Cruzco, here are your orders. You will remain in place. You will not intercept the MCR in Ramses 2. Understand, this is not a request, and I owe you no explanation. I've also been reviewing your sealed personal file. It reads like a fucking tabloid. Sex, nepotism, cover-ups. It would only take one word from me to have it unsealed and all over the news tonight. I will await your confirmation of these orders.
Damn, girl. Menendez now. Contact.
Oh, Christian, I was just about to call you. The council has set the date for the reorganization vote. It's today, in full assembly.
And I don't suppose you'd consider postponement for the council member who's working from a hole in the ground.
Oh, believe me, I asked, begged even. But there's too much momentum.
I've made my position clear to you. I am sure I can make it to the other councillors as well.
Oh, of course. But the timing is, well, you should get on people's calendars as soon as you can.
Jeffrey, I like you. You're ambitious. And you have balls. That's why I am telling you to cancel the vote. You don't want to go up against me.
Christian, you are an inspiration. I've looked up to you for, well, my whole career. But this motion is moving forward, and last I counted, you were 3 votes short.
Cocksucker.
I've populated your screen with 5 delegates whose votes may be winnable. You should call them and see where they stand.
Very good.
Okay, but do we need info on them?
This is Deputy Governor Dunning.
Natalie is Christian.
I should have known.
How's the family?
How are you, my friend? And what about your husband and those delightful children?
Chris, if I thought you gave a shit about my family, we'd both be in a different line of work. Now,
Pulled
what
out.
do you need?
It's the Security Council vote. Can I count on you to reject the reorganization under Mendes?
I like you, Chris. But not enough for charity.
Meaning?
Shepherd Complex has a faulty filtration system, and it needs updating. But the funds are never there. See that Shepherd gets its new water tower, and I'll support you.
I'll see what I can do.
You're Christian Avasarala. I expect a lot more than that.
Okay, so we need a new water tower.
Well, this is a surprise. To what do I owe the honor?
This is about the vote to reorganize the Security Council.
Straight to the point this
I
time.
see. Well, Jeffrey Mendez is a spiteful worm, and any motion he champions is certainly one I will vote against.
So I have your support.
If you make me one promise.
Here we go. I can't make promises.
I'm afraid I can't make you any promises, Director Singh.
Smart. As of now, I will vote with you against the reorganization. However, whatever happens in negotiations, you cannot raise taxes. If you plan a tax hike of any kind, you will be calling Mendez Sir before the week is out. Do you understand?
No one wants that.
A more powerful Jeffrey Mendez is something nobody wants.
True, but power abhors a vacuum. If Mendez is stopped, who will step in to take his place? You?
I understand the situation, and I will make this work.
I appreciate the call, Madam Undersecretary. Good luck.
So I guess I can't raise taxes in order to pay for the water tower. It's essentially what that conversation was, right?
Avasarala.
Okoro, I've heard that you're undecided on the security reorganization.
Only because I need to show up here eventually.
Don't patronize me. The only reason you have a job is because I promised your boss a kickback from those mining subsidies.
Listen, I don't...
No, you listen. You sit in that chair because I made it happen. And now you're going to give me what I need.
So I can give you the vote, but I'll need something in return.
Of course.
Don't keep me in suspense.
We're getting a lot of flack from the wealthier tiers of the Earth admin zones. Too many private regulations over spaceport licensing.
You're joking.
They want the UN Accountability Office to deregulate private spaceports. And they're fine with higher taxes, if that's what gets it done.
Very well. I will get back to you.
I'm sure you will. But only when your back's against the wall.
Does she think I do this to make friends?
Okay, so that's one that wants higher taxes, even though another wants lower taxes. I've just got to make sure 3 of these work out, right? At least 3.
Is this for real? Christian Avasarala. It's been a long time.
Elena, it's been a few years.
Years? Come on. You remember the last time we saw each other.
Play along.
Of course. That was a wonderful day we had together.
Oh no.
At the ambassador's funeral?
Fuck.
It had its moments, I guess, but wonderful. You've always been a funny one, Christian.
Listen, I need a favor.
Let me guess. Menda's security plan?
How did you know?
Singh warned me you'd be calling. But I understand why you're concerned. Any idiot can see what Mendez is trying to pull.
Can I count on you?
You may. But only if the proposed water tower in Shepherd Complex never moves forward.
Okay.
Oh, you're not a supporter of the project?
I'm not a supporter of handing Dunning another fucking victory to pad a resume for committee assignments.
I see.
I knew you would. Gotta run. Good luck today, Christian.
Alright, so this is politics, I guess.
What can I do for you, Madam Undersecretary?
I'm coming to you for help with the Security Council's reorganization proposal.
Oh, that. I'm afraid the belt's security status doesn't affect the People's Party's platform. Not directly, anyway.
Then I would like to ask for your vote.
And incur the wrath of Jeffrey Mendez? I don't know how I feel about that.
It could be you next time.
Who's to say that Mendez won't come for you next?
Why would he? The party has no quarrel with him. Listen, I want to help. But I have my own issue that I could use your support with.
Naturally.
The private spaceports of the wealthy are draining resources and crowding public lands. Now some delegates are attempting to remove the limited regulatory oversight we have.
Spaceport regulations. That's your issue?
That, and raising taxes, of course. The people have spoken.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Mr. Weiss.
Anytime. We appreciate your support.
Okay.
I've captured the findings from your conversations with the delegates. You can review and prepare your policy decisions when ready.
Very good. I'll meet you at your station.
So I guess 3 of these are going to align, which is what I need to look for, right? I know Singh and Elaine are align. No water tower, no taxes. I know that Okoro and the first one align. Let's have a look.
I'm ready to work out my policy positions. Let's figure out which policies I support to get the vote locked in.
I have the summary for you to review.
Okay, so Kero is yes to deregulated private spaceports. Singh is no tax increase. Dunning is yes to new water tower, requires raising taxes. Wise is no to deregulation of private spaceports, yes to raising taxes. And Marston is no new water tower. Okay. Just need to work it out, really. Ugh. Alright, so we're against raising taxes.
Singh is a single-issue voter. No new taxes.
Got it.
We're against the building the water tower.
I need Masterson's vote. And she's not wrong about the water tower. It will have to wait.
Sounds good.
We're against deregulating spaceports.
Weiss is right. Earth's wealthy don't need fewer regulations.
Excellent.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Madam, according to my calculations, these policy decisions will not get you the votes you need.
God damn it.
Let's try again. Deregulation is a hot-button issue. Perhaps you'd receive more support by changing your vote.
Alright. Oh, but fuck the rich.
Let's give Earth rich idiots even less oversight. Yes on deregulation.
Understood.
Against raising.
Singh is a single-issue voter. No new taxes.
Got it.
And against.
I need Masterson's vote. And she's not wrong about the water tower. It will have to wait.
Sounds good. Let me double-check these tallies. Congratulations, Madam Deputy. This should secure you the votes. I'll send along your policy commitments to the 5 delegates.
Thank fuck. Of course, none of that will matter if I'm not there to cast the deciding vote.
I've requested a postponement to the session. In lieu of that, you can always connect in remotely, now that the power's restored.
I'm not banking on it. Keep pressing them.
Okay. Make a drink at the bar. Is she an alcoholic?
Am I ready for a break? Or is there more to do?
Ready? And now something else is going to happen that's... It's kind of like chapters, right? There's probably going to be like 3 or 5 of them. It's going to end up longer than the main game was at this rate.
Madam Undersecretary, full power has been restored to the compound.
That's the good news.
But the Security Council still hasn't responded to our request to postpone the vote.
No matter. So long as the trains are running, I will be there to see the look on Amanda's face when I end this farce.
Very good. I'll prepare for your imminent arrival. When you're ready.
Oh.
Security breach. Security
What
breach.
now?
Security breach.
Lockdown protocols, Archangel. Move! Move! Move!
There's no breach. Just trying to lock me away.
Ma'am, this is Private Sharp.
Basically in a cell.
I know who the fuck this is. Who the fuck else locked me in this prison?
It was for your own safety. There's been a security breach in the compound, ma'am.
Lash out.
Stop calling me that, you hick. I am Deputy Undersecretary in the United Nations, not your country grandmother.
Yes, Deputy Undersecretary. I'm sorry. We're conducting our sweep now, and we will have the site secure as soon as possible.
I can't wait for soon. The vote is happening now. That's the whole point of all this. Sharp, this is your last chance. Obey my orders and let me out of here now, or deal with the consequences.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. The consequences are immaterial. I have my orders and must see them through.
Yes, motherfucking soldier you are. Dismissed, Private.
Alright, so we need to work out how to get out of here. Got incense. Don't know what that's going to do. Meditate. She loves to meditate, eh? Silent, and now we'll leave. Just to check it off the objectives, really. Okay. Get out of the safe room.
You'll never know when you'll need to light some incense, or the occasional contraband. This might come in handy.
Oh, maybe we can set off a smoke detector that will, yeah, there we go, look. Light. Set off.
Where there's smoke, there's fire alarm.
Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Unless it starts, you know, water
Come
comes out.
on. Fuck me. It's real?
Deputy Undersecretary, are you alright?
Nisha.
My hero.
Nisha. My hero. My savior. My... What's wrong with your screen?
Poor reception. Reinforced walls. We can't get back to the room from in here.
What the fuck is your plan then?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. Just blow. Blow!
Ma'am? What's happening? I'm coming in. What is this? Where's the
Why
deputy
would you raise your
undersecretary?
gun? Yeah, you're in a lot of trouble, dude.
Enjoy the R&R, Private. You've earned it.
Ma'am, let me out.
Nishan?
Linking you into the session now.
If that's all the arguments, we will convene the vote. All those in favor.
Excuse me, counselors. I have the Deputy Undersecretary. Madam, whenever you're ready.
Counselors, I apologize for my tardiness. I have been enjoying the Secretary General's underground hospitality today. We all want to increase security in the belt, but this vote will not accomplish it. The measure is
A ploy.
a political maneuver. Undersecretary Mendez has no experience in the belt, and putting him in charge is a dangerous overreach. Counselors, my son is stationed on Callisto. No one wants to de-escalate tensions in the belt more than me. But this motion will only lead to more chaos.
Thank you, Madam Avasarala. We'll convene the vote then. All those in favor? All opposed? The motion has failed 67 to 66. Security in the belt will remain under the jurisdiction of the Deputy Undersecretary. Thank you, everyone. Meeting adjourned.
One last thing, Secretary. I would like to put on the record my personal commendation of one Private Sharp.
He's steadfast.
For remaining steadfast to his post in the face of tremendous obstinacy by yours truly. He is an exemplary soldier, and I see a bright future for him after today.
Your commendation has been added to the record. Meeting adjourned.
The security protocols are lifted. Ma'am, I don't know what to say.
Thank God. Now, get the hell out of my office.
Ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
Your office? I rather like the sound of that.
Alright, there's just the this ship to deal with now, isn't there? Or are we done? Play chess.
My dear, don't worry about Shanapal. He has found a woman who sees what a wonderful man he is. The rest will sort itself out. But it's not just our headstrong son. I can hear it in your voice. The weight of the world is on your shoulders. What else is troubling you?
Atlas had it easy. He only had one planet to worry about.
Let's defend.
You know how it is. The entire solar system intent on destroying itself, and a bunch of soldiers and politicians intent on letting it. I kept things from falling apart, at least for one more day. I tell you the rest over dinner.
Alright. Let's see what's going on.
Should I mess with all the SG's screen settings before he gets back from Luna?
Yes, you should.
Does that count as treason?
Madam Avasarala, I've received your message. I don't appreciate the regrettable moments of my past entering the conversation. And I urge you to remember that enemies can be made on both sides of the line. We have not engaged with the Ramses II, and I've just received word that they are beginning to course correct. I am not at all convinced that we've done the right thing, and I will be saying as much in my incident report. We have avoided an outright conflict today, but the MCRN saw us flinch. I can only hope it won't lead to further provocation. Cusco out.
Admiral Cusco, thank you for sharing the good news. I know you didn't agree with my orders, and your loyalty in the face of adversity will be remembered. The MCRN won't be so bold as to escalate after we saw through their ruse. This was a victory, Admiral. Try to enjoy it. We get them so rarely.
Okay. Yeah, so that's all sorted. Should we gloat with this guy?
Jeffrey, what an exciting vote that was.
Indeed. How wonderful that you were able to make it after all.
I've been meaning to tell you. An ambassador position has just opened up on one of Neptune's moons. It occurs to me that someone with your ambition would be a perfect candidate.
You wouldn't actually create a brand new ambassador position just to send me to the ass end of the solar system?
Yeah.
You seriously underestimate how petty I can be. Enjoy the trip. I hear Titan is lovely this time of year.
Now, wait just a minute.
Wow. Done him. Okay. I guess that's it. Unless something wild is going to happen last minute. Ah, I'm not even looking at that. It's just broken glass.
Madam Undersecretary?
Yes, Nathan. You know, I feel strangely sentimental about you in this role. I worry that you in the flesh again may be something of a letdown.
Madam, it's news from Callisto, and it's not good.
Show me.
Although all reports have yet to be verified, it has been confirmed that a significant, violent uprising has occurred on the shared MCR-UN moon station of Callisto. In what the UN is calling the Callisto Insurrection, Martian-backed laborers in the shipyards of Callisto turned on UN peacekeepers in what is believed to have been a coordinated attack.
My God.
While tensions have been mounting in the region for some days, the exact purpose of the attacks and any possible coordination with Mars remain unknown. The Martian Congressional Republic has yet to issue a statement.
Oh, is
And
that our
just
fault?
in, we have learned that UN Marines are being deployed and are being met with fierce resistance at the station. We're also told that some military officials now believe that a portion of the uprisers may be OPA operatives posing as shipyard workers.
It's a message from your son.
Listen, I haven't heard back from you yet, and I can't talk long, but I didn't want to go into a mission the way we left things.
Madam Undersecretary.
I want to thank you for believing in me. I know we don't always agree, but I'm still grateful for your support and even your advice. Sometimes.
Christian, they've released the official list of casualties.
I didn't want to enlist, but maybe you were right to twist my arm. I've learned a lot out here. I even met someone really special. So thank you. I love you, Mom. I'll call you again soon.
Oh, God. Yo, that's deep, bruv. God.
Oye, who is this?
You don't know me. My name is Christian Avasarala. I'm Sharnapur's mother. And you must be Marie.
Okay, guys, that was the Expanse, a Telltale series DLC Archangel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.